this is another reading I'm doing, and you know who you are, so look at this and see what is coming up for you, okay? So this is a reading. The date of birth is the 27th of the 5th, 1978, okay? So I've done some notes, and I'm just going to read off these notes for you, and hopefully this will make a lot of sense to you, okay? So overall, it's a positive expression, okay? The 27th of the 5th, 1978 breaks down to 57, 12, 3. Okay, so we're going to break all the numbers down and work in that. So the 3 is the last number it breaks down to. It means you're a complicated individual, quite complicated. Okay, you're not like simply a 5 or a 3, because 5 and 3 they're not the same. So you break down to all this, and it's only when someone gets to know you, they realise that you're this number 3 underneath. But on top, you're 5, 7, 12 and 3. The 5 is very creative number. It is very got very good communication, jack of all trade, master of none. You can turn your hand to different things, okay? You can do so many different things all the time, okay? You do get bored easily, so been there, done that, that sort of comment will come out of you. Watch out for that, okay? So the other number is a 7. So the 7 is very good at certain things, very spiritual. Okay, it's a higher number. It's up there. It's got a very good brain. There's things it do. It also likes to hold on to a lot of things. Okay, so watch that. I would suggest that you need to do a lot of sports, a lot of exercise. That's going to be really good for you, because sometimes you can get a bit lazy and you don't want to do that because the 5 doesn't want to do so much. Although you do like a lot of movement in your life, you like to move around and see different things. That's more the 5 side. The 7 will indulge that, but it does like a sense of accomplishment. It likes to accomplish things, like to do things, likes to write lists. So you tick them off. I've done that, been there, done that. That's a good one. That's a good one. And that's what it likes to do on a regular basis. And watch out for your addictions. If there's going to be any addictions at all, do watch out for that. There can be good addictions, cost or bad addictions, but watch out for that. And watch out for doing too much. You like to do too much, okay? So the next breakdown of that number from 57 is going to add up to 12, and 12 is 1 and 2. We're going to use those separately. So the 1 in you is very, for me first, go and take the hill. I'm very aggressive. I know what I do. I'm assertive in my job. I do things. I go there. I know what I'm doing, and it's me. Follow me, or take the high road. But then you got the 2, the other side, the flip side of it, which is sometimes don't want to do this on my own. I want someone to help me. I want to balance it out. You know, it's like opposite to 1. So in the middle of that, some people might look at you and get confused. One minute you're assertive, next minute you're not. You don't know what you're doing. You're trying to balance it out. You don't want to work on your own. Now you do want to work on your own. What's going on? There's a lot of contradiction inside you. Watch for that. Remember, that's why people are treating you a certain way, because of that contradiction. But it's a part of you. You've just got to get the balance right. And then when you do get that balance right, in comes the 3 with the energy that you need. All that energy built up, that creative drive you need is in there. The ability to shine is in there. That is what you are. You can shine, and everyone comes to you and wants to know who you are, what's going on. That's what that 3 holds there. It's a spiritual number as well as a 7. It locks onto that 7. It's quite spiritual. And you got all the gifts for that 3. The gift to make money, not the gift to hold it, mind you, but the gift to make money is in there as well. Okay, so there's other things what comes up with the 3. The 3 has a great sense of fun and loves going out. If you could go out, you would go out, but you can't at the moment. But it still has that creative fun, that creative energy, and a lot of energy to boot. Okay, so those are the things of it. Each of these numbers has bad sides to it. So you have the plus side, the positives, and you have the negative sides of it as well. So each of these numbers have that as well. So let me have a look at my notes and have a look. So yeah, the creative side of the 5 is great. and it does turn you into a jack of all trade, master of none. Okay, and you do have a quite unique sixth sense as well. Listen to those voices that's coming through the five. It finds five, looks around, it sees things, it hears things inside itself. It knows what to do, and take advantage of that, because you do know what to do. Okay, so right. So, but the five negative side of that is that you can get very bored, and you pick things up and you drop them, and you pick things up and you drop them. You start things and sometimes you don't finish them. But let me tell you a nice secret. As you get older, you start to finish things. But it does take a while. But you know, because you learn so quickly and you want to move on to the next bit, the next step, without actually fully realizing what step that meant before. Okay? So what else did I write for you? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so when you get bored from the five, you can get quite depressed and down. Okay, try not to do that. Don't worry if that happens. It's a passing thing. It's quite a quick phase in you. It's not something you hold on to. You don't get bored and upset and depressed for a long time. You quite move on to that. You move away quickly. So watch out for that. Okay, so now the seven side, the plus side of the seven, has a lot of sense of humor in this number. Very, very funny, very emotional as well, intensely emotional, humanitarian. It loves to help others and takes things quite serious. Okay, it has a lot of courage and strength in this number, so it's great strength. Now watch your temper. So sometimes you have a temper, but as you get older you go through this, but as you're younger it was quite a exciting, fun temper. You just explode. So things would happen and you'd be like, what's going on? And people are like, what's going on with her? And then you just like that, right? Because the seven has that tendency, and then you don't know what's going on. Everyone's all tiptoeing around you. What's happened? Watch this. Also the plus sides of the seven as well, that you have a great tongue, a good sense of good wit. Okay, so your tongue is very sharp though. The bad side of that is it cuts people like a knife, a very sharp knife. So when you tell people when they want to know things, you can hurt their feelings a lot. So please watch out for that. Sometimes your sensitivity level is not there. It's not too great. So do watch that. Get that five rolling for the balance, what you need in there. So try and make sure that you are, what's the word? A diplomat. Okay, so try and get that diplomatic side out of you, and that should help. Okay, so yeah, try and definitely watch what you say to people, because if you say things flippantly, they'll go off and do what you said, and you didn't mean that. You were just saying it, matter of fact, right? So matter of fact conversations with people can mean realism to them. So watch what you say. Okay, so the other thing is, so the three. So the bad side of the three, you know the good side of the three. The good side of the three is creativity. The good side of the three is someone who can get up and do things quickly, always landing on your feet, a lot of luck. But the bad side of the three, which is the negative side of the three, is that you spend too much money, and money just goes through your fingers like this. You know, 1 minute you got it, next minute you haven't got it. So watch out for that, okay? So watch out for the spendthrift number three. And the energy, you have so much energy, you just dissipates all over. So you just do lots of things, it becomes very messy. Watch out for that, okay? So maybe in the next video, if you're lucky, haha, I know you are, the three in you is lucky, I will do your years, and then we'll see where you get to then. Okay, take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon.